Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the one and the only Rumboyz Fantasy Network. As always, I am your host. It's your boy, Rumboyz Robbie, aka the Admiral. This is our Week 14 waiver wire targets. Make sure that you guys subscribe to the channel, spike that like, and also dive off into the live chat with the feedback, comments, questions, all that stuff. As always, I am joined by my very loyal, trustworthy, and esteemed co-host representing the GMM Network. Give me money, Bogart Scott Free. What's good, bro?
Hey, we're here.
We're here. Fantasy playoff week.
Get your dance shoes shined up. We in the dance.
Yeah. If you guys are with us, I mean, hopefully, you're still in the playoffs. If not, we'll still help you, through your consolidation leagues, so on and so forth. Before we dive into, paying the bills, all that stuff. I see that my fucking green screen is like tripping out over here.
Yeah,
I fucking hate it.
I thought it was some shroom residue from last night. I was like, I know I'm not. I'm
No, bro, it's this little bit of light that's just peeking right fucking through. It's annoying, but the sun's going down, so it'll be fine. But one thing that I do want to stress, guys, we are going to be focusing on a waiver wire a lot. I know that you guys usually try and toss in Q&A during this episode. We're going to make sure that we really hammer out these waiver wires. You have trusted us to get you to this point. We want to make sure that we continue that streak alive. So we want to make sure that we're concise, we're clear, we're concise about the content. But as always, let's go ahead and first pay some bills. Bogart Scott Free, Monkey Knife Fight.
Hey, Rumboyz and girls, you guys already know. And shout out to everybody that made the playoffs. But for those of y'all that didn't make the playoffs, there's still a way you can get money off fantasy football. Daily fantasy sports to be exact, and that's when you head on over to monkeyknifefight.com. Use promo code Rumboyz. We'll match your first deposit all the way up to $50. Enjoy the rest of the season any way you can. And everybody that's in the playoffs, good luck to you. But also everybody that rocks with monkeyknifefight.com, make sure to use promo code Rumboyz, and good luck to y'all winning some cold hard cash.
Hell yeah. And I do want to remind everyone that we are live on sportscaster.com and the Sportscaster app. Be sure to download the Sportscaster app on all Apple iOS devices if you guys have not already. You yourself can also become the Sportscaster as well with the click of a button whenever you download the Sportscaster app in the Sportscaster in the Apple iStore, and you search Sportscaster, or either you join sportscaster.com. Begin monetizing your podcast, your sports takes today with sportscaster.com. Sportscaster, the app on all Apple iOS devices. Dilly, you guys. Let's go ahead. Cheers to me. Cheers to you. All the Rumboyz and girls, what it do. Dilly.
Check this out. I only got IPAs, but I'm like, if I start drinking IPAs with vodka now,
yeah.
So I'm like, I'm going full Filipino. Quick story, in the Philippines, it's hot than a motherfucker. I ain't never been there personally yet, but
yeah,
it's hot than a motherfucker. That's for damn sure. And over there, they'll drink, Ginebra, and then they'll have like a cup of ice water. You know what I mean? So, that's what I mean by I'm going full Filipino, because I'm drinking vodka and then water.
Water. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I've done that before when I have nothing else in the fridge to mix with. I ain't got no juice, no nothing. So I feel that. Let's dive right in. We're gonna start off with our running back injuries. So of course, a big one, Antonio Gibson with the turf toe. We're gonna be monitoring that one.
I doubt he plays this week.
I doubt that he plays as well. Which would mean for you guys to go out, get JD McKissic. If McKissick's not available, then you're going to fall back on Peyton Barber by default. But that's going to be, of course, if McKissic isn't available.
And it's probably a bad matchup though for a Peyton Barber. He's going to need a touchdown. You know what I mean? Like he probably would get the goal line carries, but it's a bad matchup against the Niners. I mean, we get gashed up by pass catching running backs, so I think McKissic would be in play, but. Yeah, I mean, in deeper leagues for sure. If you're in there, you're happy to get a Peyton Barber. Deeper, like 14.
Yep, 14 teaming up. Let's see here. Some other running backs that went down this week. The ageless wonder, Frank Gore, unfortunately, carry on with the concussion. Carry on my wayward son Johnson. Why are we not surprised? Why are we not surprised? Why are we not
lasted
surprised?
this long, but we getting like 8 to 12 touches a game is, I guess, that's how he lasts this long.
Exactly. That's how he lasted this long. I mean, and you probably weren't rostering him or starting him in the first place, really.
But he's important to note because this is going to definitely boost someone like Adrian Peterson and
and DeAndre Swift especially.
Yeah, he should be coming back.
Yeah, because Swift should be coming back. Joshua Kelly, well, none of us are really caring about that one at the given moment. We've been said that experiment's dead. And Christian McCaffrey. So Christian McCaffrey actually
got a new injury.
And it's a quad.
It's a quad. Ooh.
That apparently was already giving him some problems last week, but apparently this week it re-aggravated. Allegedly.
I saw a clip of him. They interviewed him, right? And he was like, "Yeah, can't wait to get back to action, play my dad's former team." You know what I mean? And then I started thinking about it. I'm like, now with this quad popping up, why in the fuck would you want to come back? It's already a lost season. You know what I mean? Like, not just him personally. You know what I mean? Like, I got a quad, yo. And but the fact that he's limited, the fact he's limited, you know what I mean? Like, maybe he's on track. I don't know. I mean, it is, what was today? Thursday? Oh, today's Wednesday.
Today's Wednesday.
So if he continues to get unlimited tomorrow and then even a full, then on Friday, he's in there.
Yeah.
Which would be stupid, though.
I definitely agree. I don't think that he's coming back this season. I tend to
lean that way.
Yeah, and we've been preaching that on this show for the last 2-3 weeks.
So maybe even search for maybe somebody drop Mike Davis over the bye week because they heard CMC's coming back. I don't know. You never know. Some people do crazy shit. Also, there's the guy over there, man, Scott. I can't remember the fucking running back's name. I forgot to put him on the waiver list. Scott something, bro. Yeah, we'll look that up in a little bit. But either way,
we'll have to look that up.
Yeah, because he got a lot of work. You know what I mean? Like, even when Mike Davis was there, it was kind of crazy.
So to answer your question, She Loves Jungle, I see that you dropped a question there in the chat in regards to waivers here. Why didn't Tyreek practice today? He didn't practice today due to an illness that is not COVID related, so he probably just
he maybe got it. That. If it's a stomach bug, he got that thing from Clyde.
Plus, he just got a shit. He just got to probably take a shit. Yeah. He'll be fine.
And it's the middle of the week. If he's back to practice on Friday, you have nothing to worry about. But and on top of that, this is the time of year, especially on a Wednesday, they're gonna give their stars. In this case, he is a young vet. They're going to give him the break, An illness could be just like illness, quote unquote.
Yeah. These are things that we told you guys to start looking out for early. We told you guys early on to begin looking out for some of these reports that maybe a player that's not really hurt or hasn't really had anything go on with them. All of a sudden, you're gonna start seeing these things come out.
Get their veteran days.
Yeah, because they're going to be getting their veteran days because they're going to be getting ready to rest up for the playoffs, the actual real NFL playoffs. So these are things that you're going to want to be looking out for.
Like they're still going to especially the teams that are fighting till the end. Those players are going to play, but it's not uncommon that Wednesdays they'll be off.
Yeah, like for Tyreek Hill in his position. This don't worry, don't panic. We'll still keep news coming throughout the week as we get more news. Let's see some running backs that you guys can run out there and get. Let's see. Hollywood, I think Miles already got to your question in the chat, which it looks like, but Raheem, JK, or Mike Davis, if CMC sits again with his new injury, and Kupp or Deontay Johnson, and Mark Andrews or Robert Tonyan. So we'll definitely touch more and more on this, a little bit later. Yeah. But I like what Miles gave you so far, Raheem, Deontay, Tonyan. He's going to be on with us later for Q&A.
Yep.
Fucking peacock, ladies and gentlemen. But let's take a look here at some
The
running
P
backs
stands for phenomenal.
that you guys can target. So we mentioned Carry-On going down earlier. This increases that AP value, and AP has been going off, absolutely been going off in the absence of one DeAndre Swift. So I expect Detroit to kind of still utilize that.
He's floating around the
Swift
threshold too of ownership. Like, he's definitely over the threshold, 60%, but not far off. So he's worth taking a look if he's out there in your leagues.
He's definitely worth taking a look. This next guy, he's an absolute fucking dog of an athlete, and that's Cam Akers. That's Cam Akers. I told you guys about.
I like how you brought up AP first, even though I put Cam close to the top.
I had to put up AP because AP's been teaching me a lesson. I've been preaching the AP drum, and then I haven't been starting AP, and AP has been the reason why I could have won.
It's funny because you always do that. You'll be like, listen, I can only talk positive about the players I have because I need to put it in the universe, and I dig it because it works.
I mean, it works, but I mean, I also want them to know, because he's a guy that everyone sleeps on, but then he goes out there and produces, and like if you have him on your bench, you're sitting back you're like, fuck, like I knew that you would do it,
bro. They're not playing around. Derek Bevel, because once you get rid of the old coach, and then the guy steps up. In this case,
you're competing for a job.
Exactly. So look at they put up 400 yards. Stafford put up 400 against the Chicago Bears. You know what I mean? Like that's crazy.
Exactly. So I mean, I like what the Lions are doing back there in their stable. So that's why I went ahead and I threw him out there first. I see that you also had Ty Johnson on there, but that's going to be someone more for deeper leagues. Yeah, that's just a body.
I mean, think about this: if you have Antonio Gibson, someone has J.D. McKissick, all that shit already. Ty Johnson's a guy that he got all the work. That's all I'm saying. You know what I mean? It's not and they're playing against the Seahawks. Ty Johnson does have pass catching ability, so you know what I mean. That it's a guy who's probably gonna find his way into like 15 total touches. To be honest,
absolutely no.
RB3 at best, but flex at best.
Nah, there's other guys here that we could talk. That we're going to talk about.
Cam Akers definitely.
Cam Akers.
What's up? Cam Akers. So he had 60% of the snaps a couple weeks ago. I mean, for the past couple weeks. And last week, he got up to like 65. Henderson did leave the game at one point. He came back. Are we trusting Cam Akers going forward? Like, putting him in your fucking lineup? And he actually plays tomorrow night for people that might have Cam Akers. So here's like if you have Gibson and you get Cam Akers, you're happy than a motherfucker.
Yeah, if I have so that's exactly what I was gonna say. If I'm in the position to where to where I'm dealing with one of these guys that has gotten injured and I need to replace him, I'm feeling okay with Cam Akers. Now, if I'm in a position where I just have Cam Akers benched, but I have, these really awesome fucking veterans that are historically known for getting the job done, I am probably going to roll with those trusted bodies.
Like AP, and the A stands for awesome?
Okay, so AP wouldn't be a guy that I'd probably play. Cam Akers would be one of those guys where I would end up eventually benching AP again, and then I'd be like, man, fuck, I could have played AP. Like that. That's where that scenario. I wanted to
see where you were on the scale with Cam Akers because he's one of those guys.
I'm high on Cam Akers.
He's really dope. It's just what the fuck is going through Sean McVay's head? You know what I mean? Like that's the hardest thing to predict. You know what I mean?
Exactly. So I feel like I try and think a lot like McVay, and I think that's why I with Akers is a guy where I'm like start him this week, but not this week. Start him this week, but not this week. Like he's one of those week to week type of bodies.
Playing against the Patriots too on a Thursday night. You know what I mean? Yeah, it's not a bad matchup against the run. So, but it's also not the greatest either.
Should I be concerned about Nick Chubb against the Ravens, or should I get someone off of waivers?
No, you just play Nick Chubb.
Yeah, just play. Yeah, you just play Nick.
Don't. Yeah, this is the playoffs. You play your best guys. Nick Chubb in 8 games, I think he's top. He's top 8 right now. He's definitely in the top 10 as far as
he's yeah. You
8 games, bro.
Keep him on the field for you. Don't look Zero Destroyer in the words of the Rumboyz Fantasy Network.
Zeke is bad this year. He put up 70 yards on the Ravens last night. What I mean? He looked good too. Let's go.
So
the Ravens are a good run defense.
Yeah, no, the Ravens are a good run defense. But Zeke.
That's what I'm saying.
But what I will say though is just play Chubb. In the words of the Rumboyz Fantasy Network, don't
get cute.
Get cute. Exactly, bro. Exactly. Aiden, why don't you have playoffs this week? I don't know. Maybe your league is set up to start your playoffs next week.
Yeah, maybe you're in a team like, is it a 10 team where only 4 teams get in, and so the play? That's weird, actually.
Bro, one of my leagues is like that, and I was so pissed at it. And I was like, yo,
his league might be one of them 2-week Super Bowls too that goes into 17, which is like,
God, I
don't
hate
ever
that.
do those leagues.
I hate that. If this is the league that I'm thinking is that he might have it set up that way, even more reason why I'm done with that fucking league, bro. Let's get back into some running backs.
That was one of your partners in that league?
Yeah. Or no, that wasn't not the question in the chat. That was Aiden that asked that. But let's see here. Jamal Williams. I have been preaching Jamal Williams. I am going to keep preaching Jamal Williams. Yeah. You're going to keep hearing this name come out of my motherfucking mouth.
If anything happens to Aaron Jones, this guy could be, one of your playoff saving grace. Especially because the Packers have such a soft run schedule the rest of the way. Like, it's fucking incredible, to have Aaron Jones right now. And, Jamal Williams is in flex territory every week.
Definitely in flex territory every week. And that's a big reason why I really want to stress you guys to have him. Because if something happens to one of your flex plays, let's say if something doesn't even necessarily happen to Aaron Jones, that's the obvious scenario that any analyst is going to paint for you. Let me give you the not so obvious. Let's say something happens to one of your flex plays. And now you need to toss in another guy at your flex. You're looking at your bench like, who the fuck? What do I do? What do I do? If you just have Jamal Williams sitting there cooling there, he is a player that you can be okay with him cooling on your bench, because when the time comes to play, and the time comes where you have to start him, he's an easy plug and play, and your problems, your stress, it goes away. It's like you just lit sage and you sage the whole damn room, and all the bad vibes are gone. That is what Jamal Williams is going to do for you in your fantasy lineup. So I need to make sure I put it out there that this dude, he's a cold motherfucker. Jamal Williams is a bad dude. Just like how we mentioned with Cam Akers and AP, a lot of these guys at this time of year, you're going to notice that we're going to start attaching certain players, not all players, but certain players are going to say fringe flex play. Flex play. Maybe you can flex this person, and you guys will start seeing why in these closing weeks when you're starting to push towards the Super Bowl. Player studs and who got you to the playoffs. Thank you, Miles. Thank you.
Rule of thumb.
Zero Destroyer says, I'm going to get someone with a projection of 162 in the first round. Matchups are all top 5 defenses, and mine are all bottom 25 defenses. Don't worry about projections. Yeah, projections are shit.
They're always going to project the player, accordingly.
I was projected to beat Fantasy Fornicator, who's a damn good fantasy football analyst, a damn good podcaster, a just all around great writer, just all around great guy.
Brother, Smoking Jay.
I was projected to lose to him, and I had a 1% chance. I literally started off the week with a 1% chance. When that kickoff started, how that balance quickly fucking swayed, because I just knew, and I trusted my lineup. I looked at his lineup and I looked at his personnel, and I was like, I stand a fighting chance. I have just slightly better personnel.
I wouldn't say that. I would say you
for
have
that
all the softer
matchup. For that matchup, I had
his team is crazy, bro. But his QBs were bad.
His QBs were bad, and so that's where I was able to get off. Bobby
Baker came through for you, bro.
Baker, playmaker.
What did he put up in our scoring format?
Like 40, like almost 50, almost 50.
Like 48 or something.
Like 46, yeah. Bobby Shmurda, about a week ago. I just threw my Rumboyz mask in the air too. Yeah.
I like it.
My starting lineup is Herbert, Kamara, Swift, Jefferson, Thielen, Kelsey, D-Hop, Colts defense, and Myers. PPR, 10-team league. How do you think it looks before we go into the playoffs? So we'll definitely break this down significantly more on our in our other show. That'll come on it.
I will say, you know what I mean? He has a nice team, but you know what I mean?
I'll say that you have a nice team. I would want to
elaborate.
maybe.
Yeah. We're doing a Q&A, like not right after this, but shortly after.
Yep, shortly after this. I will say though, break up that Jefferson Thielen if you can. I mean, well, you're
Why?
actually the playoffs are already about
Why
to start,
would
so
you
you
do
can't.
that? Why would you do that?
So
You
you're
throw
not
them
too
both.
heavy on one. I
And
mean,
then
but if it's
have,
gotten you here, then don't worry
I mean,
about it.
yeah,
But
bro.
yeah, I mean, actually, because at this point it's too fucking late. Like really,
Like what?
like what
You
did
know
you
what I
have is
mean?
what you have.
Jefferson is like what, 1,000-yard receiver right now. Thielen's been getting like multiple
Jefferson's the
touchdowns.
only rookie receiver with 1,000 yards.
That's what I'm saying, bro. He's come on. Give me
Yeah,
your
but
best
I'd
guys.
keep Jefferson. But yeah, I mean, Thielen's
But
gonna pop off every once in a
Thielen's been
while.
balling ever since he
I
came
just
back
don't
from the
like.
COVID.
Like I would like Thielen is one of those guys. Like I would have
Hey,
went.
I
I would
won
have
a
do this trade
championship
bait
back in the
earlier.
days. Back in the days with Jordy Nelson and a young Devontae Adams, and I was just like, I had the same thing. Like I would try to play other guys, so I'm not too heavy. And then at one point, I'm like, yo, these
Just
guys
fuck
are,
it. Yeah. At one
just
point,
rolling both out,
yeah.
and it
We don't
worked. You
have
know
a
what I mean?
deadline, so should I go after anyone? Keep everything the way that it is.
Oh, you don't have a deadline? Ooh, that's fun.
I
I would
mean,
try
if
to
you don't
move.
have a deadline,
I would flip Kamara and see if I can get someone like maybe I can get I can try to give up Kamara and something, maybe Kamara and one of his Vikings, and then go get like Derrick Henry or
yeah, I'd be like Kamara and Thielen for fucking
because
Derrick Henry.
I'm
That's
not
what I'm
fucking with
saying.
Kamara right now with Taysom Hill. But see, this is like shit we'll break down more in Q&A. You know what I mean?
Yeah, we'll definitely break that down more in Q&A. I just got Gaskin today too. Nice,
Fuck
nice,
yeah,
nice,
Gaskin, one
nice.
of the only guys right now.
The workload is
80, yeah,
purely his.
80%, something like that,
Yeah, the
86%.
workload is pretty much purely
Yeah,
his.
fucking awesome. Him,
Um,
James Robinson, guys like that. Those are gonna be league
some
winners.
other guys you guys can go out and go get. Gus Edwards is another running back I've been high on.
Oh, real
James
quick.
White. Hang on, I gotta try and
Yeah.
breeze through these. I gotta get through these. James White, Philip Lindsay, and Carlos Hyde. What were you about to say about Gus Edwards?
Oh no, I wasn't saying nothing about Gus Edwards. I'm just saying because he's Gus Edwards is just one. He's just one of those guys too. Like if say you lost to Gibson or whatever, a lot of people drop Gus Edwards. So you know what I mean. Like he's just a guy like you could throw in. He's gonna get like 10 touches. You know what I'm saying? Like
And he'll be effective with them though. Like he'll do something with them. Like Gus will do something.
Yeah.
Let's get into wide receivers. DJ Moore went down, and Kenny G is still nowhere to be seen.
Yeah. Those are just the notable ones. You know what I mean?
So wide receiver targets that you guys can go out and get. Gabriel Davis, we have continuously stated that.
That's my guy.
Rashard Higgins, if you have been listening to this show for like a year plus, you have heard me mention that Baker Mayfield, when he and Rashard Higgins get to link up and they get to click up, he accounts for about 70% of all the target market share.
No, you got that right. I know what you meant.
No.
You said 70.
No,
He has a
70%.
70% completion rating.
Or 70% completion percentage rate to Rashard Higgins specifically.
So that means if he gets targeted 10 times, he's catching 7 of them.
He's catching. He's catching.
That's how good that motherfucker is when he's throwing at him.
Corey Davis, again, we've been preaching that one all season, and
he's
and
the
and
2020
still,
Devontae Parker.
yeah,
Is that too much?
yeah,
It is.
no,
It's a little too much, huh?
I wouldn't say that, but I mean, he's
Because
definitely turned
Devontae
around.
Parker was a guy
He
who
turned
had,
around
like, a
last year,
quiet
yeah.
career, or like all his high hopes, and then finally busted out last year.
Yeah, last year was his breakout
Corey
year.
Davis
Yeah,
has kind of been a guy, bro.
Corey Davis has definitely been a boy. So I mean, I say he's worth rostering. These next two here, we're both super high on. Michael Pittman Jr. and Kiki. Do you love me?
There's another one on here too that's going to be pretty interesting.
This one's gonna. Well, there's a couple of on here that are eye popping. T.Y. Hilton, the fact that he's available for you, and you can probably
he hovers around the threshold. It's crazy because people got so upset with him. You know what I mean?
Well, I mean, I'm one of those people that I won't even draft him. Like I won't even draft him.
I don't draft him either. But the fact that he's like barely above 60%, like it's worth taking a look at because maybe it took him that long to build a rapport with Rivers. You know what I mean? I mean, it was against the Texans, and he's historically kills the Texans, but 8 for over 100.
That's kind of what I was thinking with Ty when I saw his performance. I was like, you're just doing this because it's divisional, bro.
8 catches, 100 yards, TD. Not even just divisional, just specifically the Texans. Like Miles will tell you, like over the years, Ty he did Texan killer.
Bobby Shmurda, yes, supposedly, allegedly, Breeze should be coming back after this week.
Okay.
So
yeah, then hold on to Kamara.
Yeah, so then if that happens, then yes, then you would absolutely hold on to Kamara. Once again, you have a really fucking good lineup. You know, you have a good lineup, and if that's what's gotten you to this,
if I can get Derrick Henry though, bro, you know what I mean?
If that's what's gotten you to the point, then you just gotta rock with it. Like I feel like at this point, and this is one of the things I kind of do like about trade deadlines because it does force you to kind of just sit back and evaluate your person and be like, you know what, this is what I have and this is what I have to rock with. And once you're in the playoffs, it's like
it tests people's integrity too. It tests people's integrity because people that are out of the playoffs might be like, you know, people might be like, you know, I'm in the playoffs and I try to trade with someone that's out. That's fuck that. You know what I mean? Like,
bro,
people do that. Like, that's why rules need to be set because people are like, you know what I mean?
I have a league where
I was in a league like that before.
Yeah.
Man. Like it was the second year of my keeper league, you know what I mean? And it was my fault. I was a commissioner. I forgot to turn that off. So motherfuckers were just trading for picks for the following year, giving up like players, bro. Like, you know what I mean? To people that were in it. Because they were like trying to get, you know, when you're in the playoffs and you're trying to win, like, I'll give you my next year's first round.
Yep, I'll give you fucking anything. Like, there's money on the line, bitch.
Here's whoever you need. And like, it was just like, fuck, everyone's doing it. And I ended up losing the Super Bowl that year to Steamboat because of the bullshit. You know what I mean? Like, he ended up making a trade with somebody that helped him out phenomenally. You know what I mean? I didn't like that.
I have a hot take, says Nick Howard. What's up, OG?
What's up, Nick Howard?
He said, I got a hot take that Ty goes to Arizona next year and flashes old Ty. That would I could see that. A jersey change is always good for a lot of players like that.
Yeah.
Which is why I'm so pissed off at AJ Green because I used to love you. You used to be so great, AJ, and then you won't fucking just leave.
He's gone. You know, there's a lot of
listen,
I got one better, Nick Howard. I got one better. T.Y. Hilton, he takes his 31-year-old ass and goes on to Green Bay.
That'd be sick. That'd be sick. And then you know what Green Bay PR's team is gonna fucking do to all of us that shitted on them for never getting Aaron Rodgers any weapons. They're gonna be like, hey, yeah, we fucking got you now. Like,
and that's why I said I pointed out his age. You know what I mean?
Nope. Because they don't like to draft wide receivers, but they'll go get one with age.
Yeah.
You are historically correct.
Yeah. All right, let's go get him an old guy. He's still good. He's still good. He's still
good. He still has it in tank. Yeah, you're absolutely fucking Donald Driver. Come on. Randall Cobb. I think they drafted Cobb, but yeah, you know.
But they even brought back James Jones at one point.
Yeah, they brought back James Jones.
Like, you know what, James Jones, you're old. Come on back over here.
Hey, I said, I'm done with YouTube, bro. Don't give up, man. You just gotta keep grinding, bro. You just gotta keep grinding. You know, be consistent. Post every day, man. Build a community. It's all love, bro.
Hey, listen, man. You get out what you put in. So you just keep grinding, keep pushing the boulder uphill. You know what I mean? Like that's you know, and you won't be plagued with wondering what if. Because if you ain't grinding hard, years down the road you'll be like, damn, what if I just stayed on it? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, see it out, bro.
Nick Howard, I'm not mad at that. He said he grabbed Gallup and Slayton over Ty, and he had to drop Will Fuller. I'm not mad at that. I'm not mad at that.
I like that Gallup was available too. The fact that he was out there, like, because you know what's crazy is maybe
Cat's been fading him.
Yeah, but maybe, you know, it's taken this long for them to get rapport with Dalton. You know what I mean?
I mean that's the possibility.
The Ravens was a good secondary, and like I even said it on the show yesterday. You know what I mean? Gallup is probably the one to pop a big one because Peters would probably be on him. You know what I mean? And Peters be aggressive.
Yeah. Hey, Aaron, don't worry about the numbers, bro. Don't worry about the numbers. You'll have followers today. You'll lose some. You'll win some. It's all love. But I feel you. I understand how that
even takes them away sometimes.
If YouTube takes away.
Ain't active. They'll one of your subs ain't viewing your shit to a certain amount. They'll take that sub away. You know what I mean? So,
exactly, bro. So it's all good, man.
Yeah, just keep putting in the work. Keep promoting. You know what I mean? And
have an Instagram, have a TikTok, have a Twitter.
Collaborate. You know what I mean?
Collaborate, invite people on your channel.
Reach out. Never be afraid to reach out. That doesn't make you any kind of weak or anything like that. That makes you a go-getter. That makes you a go-getter. You got to go out there and get it. You know what I'm talking about?
hustling.
Remember, was it Cat
Yeah,
Williams?
Williams.
I'm in the grocery store. Hustling. Oh shit, that was great. Damn, that's so old now. It's like 15 years old now.
Cam Sims, Miles Boykin, Chad. What's his fucking last name? Chad Henny.
Oh shit! Hold on. Damn, I voice commanded. I forgot to go back and Hey Miles, if you're in the chat, what's the boy from Houston? Chad.
Yeah, Chad. What was his fucking name? I'm about to look.
Yeah, look
right
him
now.
up. Because I voice commanded. And I was like, that ain't right. I forgot to go back and recorrect it.
Gotta fucking update sleeper. Damn you, sleeper.
Just go. Just Google. Listed.
Chad Hansen.
Chad Hansen. There it is. Yeah.
Hansen.
We're old.
Yeah, we are. Holy shit. The fact that we just did that on command, too.
We're good, bro.
And Colin Johnson. Colin Johnson,
he's been showing up with the white LeBron hairline.
Oh my fucking God.
Yeah, that's Mike Glennon. Mike Glennon is a white LeBron hairline.
Bro, I wanted to add another one here.
Mike Glennon salutes like this.
Fuck. There is another receiver though that I do want to shout out that's probably going to be available to you. Laviska fucking Shenault.
Hey man, hell of a field awareness. He caught that ricochet touchdown.
Bro, hey, did you see me during Rum Zone? I was like, that shit was not fucking even meant for him. And everyone was like, yeah, it was. I'm like, you're fucking crazy. I'm like,
it was a bank shot. It was like,
hey, even Glennon was like, holy shit, whoa, oh, wow. Hey, hit the wowzers.
He was like, I'll salute that.
He was 5 for 107 off the practice squad. Holy shit.
Yeah, Chad Hansen. That's why I was like, this guy's really interesting to talk about.
Drafted by the Jets. Oh my gosh.
The Jets just can't do anything.
Nick Howard said, what the fuck? I'm having 90s flashbacks. Let's get into some tight ends. So tight end injuries. Jonnu Smith again.
Yeah. He's just, he's just a listed injured guy, so I had to put him on there. Plus, I hate Jonnu Smith right now. I hate you, Jonnu.
Yep, yeah.
You got me this far just to fuck me.
Farrell Brown.
Yeah, he's just a Houston tight end that got injured. So, I just don't like leaving any of these,
Yeah. I feel that.
Tight end injuries. Here we go. I mean, that's significant, though, the Farrell, because maybe you'll fucking throw the ball at Jordan Atkins so he could be a thing. You know what I mean? It's fucking Chad Hansen, Umbop, out of nowhere off the practice squad.
The tight ends that you guys should pick up, I definitely recommend Logan Thomas.
I know. Why aren't people picking up Wolverine?
He's
just out there still.
Bro, I don't know why.
Right underneath the 60% threshold. Pick that man up. He literally has the record.
Here's the thing.
His record is longer on this show. It's been at least 8 weeks, maybe 9 weeks, maybe the whole fucking year even.
Yeah, they were like
Logan Thomas.
Logan Thomas.
Logan Thomas, because just tight end's been so ugly. Yo, pick up Logan Thomas. He's beat Michael Pittman Jr. On this show because Michael Pittman Jr. It's been like 5 weeks now.
Yeah. He'll get mentioned, then he'll get injured.
T. Higgins. Yeah, T. Higgins was from week 2 to week 6 before everyone was like, all right,
finally went and got him. Yeah,
you know what I mean, bro. This fool Logan Thomas has been someone we've been recommending every fucking week, and if you got him, he's working.
Yeah, he's really working. Logan Thomas, I want to thank you personally for helping getting me.
See that one-handed catch by the hip,
bro? That shit was. I was like, the way that he folded his hand out before the ball got there. I was like, he knows that he's gonna get this shit. He knows.
Former quarterback, so he knows where the quarterback would like you to be in your route. You know what I mean? Knows how to come out of his breaks.
Yep. Nick, we mentioned Higgins earlier on the wide receiver list. He was one of the top guys we talked about. Farrell is hurt. Atkins is perplexing.
But we didn't mention Rashad Higgins. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Jordan Reed has been my pickup where I couldn't get Logan Thomas. Okay. I fade Reed.
Jordan Reed he's not putting up a donut.
Speaking of Jordan Reed, you guys know that this Washington football team enjoys utilizing the tight end. Okay? You knew this when Reed was healthy. They have a healthy fucking tight end. Why would you not think that the same thing would happen as many times as on this show we talk about history repeats itself?
Yeah, and in this case, even though it's different coordinators from when Jordan Reed was there till nowadays, like where you got Scott Turner. Scott Turner came from Carolina where Greg Olsen was a thing.
Greg Olsen was eating.
Logan Thomas was
But you've said that to people.
Yeah.
You told people this.
I'm a coordinator chaser, bro. Like I'm gonna chase the coordinators around, and if coordinators most coordinators they just try to implicate their system. So you look for the personnel that fits in their system. This case, they like to throw out the tight end. Boom.
They'll keep what they already like, and for the most part, they'll bring in what's new that's needed. Like I said, this team has always done this. Go fucking get Logan Thomas. Like this, it's
ridiculous, Marcus.
It's really ridiculous.
He better be over 60% next week, and then we don't have to mention him again. I would love to have me some Logan Thomas over Jonnu or Hayden Hurst or any of these other.
Yeah, any of those guys.
Yeah.
Let's see here. Anthony Fersker, Cole Kmet.
Yeah.
Cole Kmet from Chicago. That's my dynasty tight end. I love the dude, man.
And he's been his snap count has been there.
Yep.
He's been surpassed Jimmy Graham's snap count in the past 3 weeks. Basically since Trubisky came back.
Yeah.
And Trubisky obviously had to play with the practice with
Nick.
The
I appreciate it. Thank you. I'm pumped that we beat him too. Fuck Pittsburgh.
Yeah. Hey, I felt like an honorary football team fan because I called that shit. Yeah, because I called that shit, and to feel the joy of being right about something that everyone just was like, that's not gonna happen. And it's like, listen, look at the way their defense is built. Look at the way Big Ben is like I knew Montez Sweat and Bostic over the middle, they were gonna fuck shit up because
who was
he's going.
Who was it? There was somebody in the chat that was like, what logically makes you guys think that?
Yeah, I remember.
We're like, did you look at the stats? Did you look at but that means nothing. Well, it kind of means something.
Identical fucking defenses, basically, as far as statistically, you know what I mean? And I think the Washington defense is right now is better than
the Pittsburgh defense
because the Steelers, without Bush or is it
Yo.
Devin White? Is it Devin White or Devin Bush? I forget.
Hey, did you hear Mike Tomlin's backhanded ass fucking compliment to Chase Young? This motherfucker legitimately goes, I would never want to lose as many games as you guys in order to get someone like you. Like, bro, you just admit that he's a fucking force. Like, just admit that he's a force and he wrecked shop on y'all bitch ass. Like, just admit it. Like, just admit it. Like, just say that he's a fucking good player. Like, you don't gotta be salty, bro.
That was player envy right there. He was like, man,
bro,
you know what I feel like, because him and Riverboat Ron, they've had some battles back in the day.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? In their time as coaches too. You know what I mean?
Bro, I even said it on the pregame show. I was like, why would there not? Why the coach that once played on an undefeated team or like an 11-0 team at one point in time, who has coached a damn near undefeated team, why would he not know how to fucking get in the head of another undefeated team?
And when Riverboat Ron was over there in Carolina, but what you're speaking of, when they went 15-1,
15-1, yeah,
they ended up losing to a bum ass Falcons team that year. That was the first year the Falcons had Shanahan as their coordinator and Dan Quinn as the first year head coach. So they were like an 8-8 team. They were like, you know what I mean, like.
Well, fuckers be thinking we don't do our research.
They came out and smacked. You know what's funny is like. If you're engulfed in anything you like, research isn't there. You just remember it. You know what I mean?
That you just know.
These are just memories. You know
like even when we were like, look at the numbers currently between these two teams, and like people were like, no,
because you know what?
Numbers lie. Like what?
That's their memories. That's them just always remembering the Washington football team not being, quote unquote, a good team. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like so, and Steelers historically are good, but it's like, listen. I want to say this though: the Steelers they're not going to go to the Super Bowl.
They're not going to go to the fucking Super Bowl. Fuck no.
No, they can't.
Buffalo
and the Chiefs could kick their ass.
Let's continue this fucking list. Anthony Fersker, Jordan Reed, Tyler Eifert, Dan Arnold, Drew Sample.
Yeah, that's how bad it is at tight end.
That's how bad it is. So out of these, we're prescribing you Logan Thomas, Fersker, and Kmet the most.
Yeah. And first,
Jordan Reed is fringe.
You hate Jordan Reed.
Fringe as fuck.
In the tight end landscape of how bad it is this year, he's a perfect example of how bad it is that we have to put him on the pickup list as someone you can pick up and start.
Yeah. It's pretty fucking bad, honestly. Don't worry, guys. Unlike Logan Thomas, how we're telling you to keep going to get him, we just mentioned Jordan Reed just for the fuck of it. Don't go and get him.
Hey, when I'm typing up the list, it's so funny because when I'm like Jordan Reed, and I'm like, this motherfucker's gonna be irritated right when he sees that name.
Nick Taysom has been pretty legit. He has been. Not mad at it.
Yeah, Taysom.
Packers GOAT. Should I pick up St. Brown, wide receiver, Packers?
No.
He gets like 4 receptions, 50 yards a game, and I think he can
No, he doesn't.
get into the end zone versus the Lions. Fuck no.
That was like one game, and that was the last.
Packers
game.
GOAT. Packers GOAT. When playing fantasy, try and not ride with your bias of your team. That doesn't usually work out.
Equanimous St. Brown exists to help Aaron Rodgers. Equanimous St.
That man's not even a DFS play.
I know. I was gonna say Equanimous St. Brown. He's a rotational guy. He's a WR5 at best. You know what I mean? Like, don't do that to yourself in the playoffs.
Yeah, we're not prescribing that one. Let's see here. Quarterback injuries for this week. Do we have any quarterback injuries?
Yep. Brandon
Allen.
Chest injury. So we're probably going to see Fitz, whatever the fuck his name is. Finley. Ryan Finley.
Oh yeah. Allen of Cincinnati. So yeah, we'll see. Yeah, Ryan Finley, the fucking the new school Red Rocket.
Legend.
The new school Red Rocket, the nerdiest freaking dude. This man over fucking thinks his pre-snap reads so heavy. Trust me.
So you would say he's not. He's
lacks confidence. Yes.
Yeah. There you go.
Yes. I agree that he
When
lacks
I was
confidence.
like, yo, Brandon Allen got in there. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
I was like, what the fuck?
When Joe Burrow went down, they're like, oh shit, it's gonna be Ryan Finley. They're like, you know what? Psych.
Yeah. What are we doing with Dallas Goddard as Lethis?
I think he's fine because they're gonna run 12 personnel the most, like they always do. So that means 2 tight end sets. Zach Ertz.
When Ertz is back,
that's really good for him. That's really good for him when Ertz is back. Ertz
Exactly.
should be back this week.
So I'm sticking with Dallas Goddard because of that.
A rookie is gonna lean on a tight end.
Oh yeah.
Just naturally, they're gonna lean on the guy in the hot read, the shorter A dot. That should be Dallas Goddard. I mean, Dallas Goddard's just also one of those tight ends. Like the tight end landscape's so bad, you're hella happy to have Dallas.
I'll call you LT from now on. Big bet.
Yeah.
Jalen Reagor or Michael Pittman.
Yeah, playing the Raiders. I like that matchup.
Goddard over Fant. Ask LT.
Who's Broncos playing this week? See, this is Q&A status right here.
Yeah,
but I don't mind though.
I don't mind because we're almost at the end here.
Damn, I don't have any of my phones on.
I got it right here. Don't worry. The Broncos are playing.
Because he's been getting the targets, no offense, but and Dallas Goddard is playing against the Saints. That's
somebody just. They're playing the Panthers. They're playing the Panthers.
Oh, okay, it's not so bad.
Nah.
Yeah, it's not so bad.
I mean, the Eagles they got to match up against the Saints though.
Yeah,
I'd probably play Fant. Yeah, I'd play Fant. I'd play Fant in that one. Let's see here, but let's get back into these quarterbacks here really fast.
QBs.
Yep, streaming QBs here. Matt Stafford, Matt Ryan, Sam Darnold, and fucking Andy Dalton. Like,
it's playing against it's a revenge narrative. He's playing against the Bengals. Let's go. I'm telling you, bro. Andy Dalton is if you've been streaming QBs all year, right? And you didn't get a Baker or any of these guys like right now, because Baker's been one of those guys who's been available. I would pick up Andy Dalton and play him against the Bengals.
I feel that. I feel that. I don't think that I would I would lose sleep the night before knowing that I'm going to roll Andy Dalton out.
Revenge narrative.
Like, you got to remember, I'm also the same dude that had Andy Dalton riding on my bench. Like, I had Andy Dalton riding on my bench in Dynasty because I had a feeling that if something happened to Dak, that was who they were going to turn to. And I'm also the same
obviously
person.
he was the second guy.
Yeah, exactly. And I never played him. Like, I never put him in. You know, because
Revenge narrative.
I'm not going with it. I would
streaming QBs.
I know these are definitely streamers. Definitely streamers.
That means you don't got a top 12 must start guy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Maybe not even must start. Just revenge.
Nice, Miles. Nice. You got some time before we get into Q&A. Let's break down some of these.
Miles.
Yeah, bro. He'll be on with us. Let's get into streaming defenses here. So, Seattle, Dallas, Washington, San Fran. Now, I see what you mean with Dallas here against Cincinnati. But they allowed 329 fucking points this season.
They're gonna support their man Andy Dalton in a revenge narrative.
Nope, I'm not. I get that. That's fun to yell and everything, but I'm not.
Defenses, okay.
I get that. I get that.
Incompetent Finley with no.
I feel like Finley's more competent than fucking Nolan. Like I feel like he's more competent than their fucking defensive coordinator. To be honest,
they're gonna play hard for the revenge narrative.
But they don't even care about him.
They're not good.
Yeah, they like this man. This man takes abuse from other defenses, and like the offensive line just sits back and watches it happen. Like. I'd probably play the Bengals defense over Dallas.
I wouldn't do that.
Like,
could be a big Zeke game.
I mean, I wouldn't do it, but I'm saying like I'd feel more comfortable. Dallas fans,
you can never put your bias aside,
bro. Well, no, because I'd play CeeDee Lamb any given fucking day.
You know what's crazy?
I'd play CeeDee Lamb. I'd play Michael Gallup. I'd play Amari Cooper.
Yeah, these are probably one of the only weeks I'd feel comfortable for real playing those guys.
Yeah, Zeke's burning too much.
Andy Dalton's throwing to those receivers in a revenge narrative.
My God. That's really all that you have. That's your only fucking man.
Would you believe I legit put it on the show sheet so I could do that like 8 times?
Is Zach Taylor? Do you think Zach Taylor's a better HC than McCarthy?
I think he's a better offensive mind at this point in his career, yeah. But they don't have a good run game right now. So,
But Mixon might be back.
I hope he's back because then he's a play. Then throw this out the window.
Yeah, if Mixon is back, like I think that they can bully the.
Oh, I hope Mixon comes back because then when it was Finley and Mixon last year. That was when Mixon was having those 30 touches a game.
Yeah, he was eating.
That last stretch?
Yeah, I do. I definitely do. So that's why I'm like, Panthers defense over Miami.
Yeah, obviously. I mean,
Miami's defense is so good, but it's the
really
Chiefs. It's the Chiefs.
Here's the thing. What Vic Fangio does, with the Broncos against the Chiefs, he always gives people a blueprint. Like, this is how you fucking slow them down. You know what I mean? You can never slow the Chiefs all the way down. But
the Broncos are playing the Panthers. The Chiefs are playing the Dolphins.
Listen.
Okay. My fault. Go ahead.
Brian Flores, he's the type of coach that's gonna see that. Like, okay, look at what Fangio did over there. You know what I mean? And they're gonna implicate a lot of things. You know what I mean? That he comes from the Belichick cloth. Where it's like, you're going to see what works and implicate that. Oh, this is how they stopped Mahomes. Mahomes only threw 1 touchdown. They kicked 4 or 5 fucking field goals. They were able to move the ball between the 20s, and then they tightened up when they got into the red zone. I could see a very low scoring game, to be honest. You know what I mean? With the Dolphins. So, yeah, but still.
Yeah, I would.
I'd play. Yeah,
Yeah, I could see playing the Panthers. The Panthers against the Broncos.
And the Panthers is good because our man Drew Lock, he loves to
Homie,
throw a big old pick. He loves to
homie,
just run out the pocket.
what's Chin status? Is Chin on the defense fucking still gonna be healthy? I know he was in the running for defensive rookie of the year. Fucking
Chin, right?
Yeah. Let me check his status really quick. Hang on.
The Dolphins' defense is really good though. You know what else is?
Chin is with the Panthers.
No, I'm just saying the Dolphins. I'm just going back to what you were saying. With
the
Dolphins.
Dolphins.
They showed up this year, and but here's another thing too. Speaking on the Chiefs going back to Miami right now, there's going to be that magic in the air.
Yep, Jeremy Chin will still be healthy.
Nice, Jeremy Chin's a beast.
His last outing finished 13 tackles, 7 solo, and returned 2 fumbles for touchdowns.
Yeah, and he caused one of the fumbles too.
I'm playing. Oh God, he's gonna have a fucking field day against Denver. Oh God, yeah, I'm playing the Panthers defense this week.
That's I didn't put them on the list. I forgot to put them on the list. Carolina.
I think you did. Hang on, let me go back and read that again. I think you did. No, you didn't. You didn't. I could stream. I could stream Carolina this week. Washington playing against San Fran. I found that interesting. So I really want to know from your mind because it sounds like you know something that I don't know.
Washington is good. Listen, Washington's there's a good defense. They're like number 2 in sacks. You know what I mean? They got a ton of picks. Mullins makes a lot of mistakes. Boom. It's kind of plain as day.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
I'm worried about your run game.
The run game. But you know what? You guys are gonna stop in a run. Did Zeke have a day? No. Did Connor did Benny Snell?
Snell, yes.
He looked like a snail.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? This is just in recent recent weeks.
No.
We can go back. Not a lot of people is running on the Redskins or the.
I wanted you to break that down versus me because I'm shying away from them in that matchup because I'm worried because especially
I respect the Shanahan's mind more than any of the people that come like when you were like, do you think Zach Taylor or Sean McVay all those guys are all products of Shanahan. So that's so yes, I can see where you'd be worried, but hey, this game right here, bro. That football team versus the Niners.
We did.
Revenge narrative. Alex Smith, bro, comeback player of the year. And on top of that, you got the team, they played for their coach because he's been fighting for his life. He beat cancer. They got all these things to hype this team up. And they're not out of it. They're coming off of a big win. They're gonna listen, fire up the Washington. I might start the Washington football team. I actually got the Chiefs defense in my $500 league. I might have to go ahead and pick up the Washington football team here.
Okay, I feel you. Connor LaRose asked Brady, Taysom, or Stafford this week. We can go ahead and start.
Brady play?
I was just looking at it. Give me 1 second.
I like
the Bucks have the Vikings. The Bucks have the Vikings, so I really like Brady against the Vikings.
I like that a lot.
I love anyone against the Vikings.
Yeah, the Vikings defense, they produce look at Brandon Allen. I mean, what was his name? Mike Glennon. Fucking salutes like this. Fucking big ass to see it.
Yo, the fact that motherfucker LaVishka caught that, I will not. I was like, and the fact that people wanted to convince.
That was like a catch of the week in a lot of people's countdowns, ESPN catch of the week,
The fact that people wanted to convince me that was for LaVishka, I was like, no, it's not.
Listen, that would mean Mike Glennon's the most skilled ever. He's a marksman. Listen, I'm gonna ricochet it right here. It's gonna go right into his hands.
It was so ugly. I really like Brady though against Minnesota. Taysom against
I do like Stafford a ton. I like Stafford a ton here though. He just shredded up a top 10 defense, Chicago. Against the pass. They're a top 10 against the pass. He put 400 yards on him. He's going to play against
another divisional, back-to-back divisional, so he had to go big.
And Aaron Rodgers is them. They're going to run it up. So I kind of like Stafford here. Because listen, Brady might have needed this bye week a lot. He might have needed this bye week a lot. You know what I mean? To get fresh. And,
you're liking Stafford. I'm liking Brady.
I'm still going to go Brady, but I'm just saying, like, I can see why he's deciding this. Why this is not
Yeah.
gonna
I
be
see
the
why
easy
this is
decision.
definitely a decision. Yeah. I mean, you have two very soft matchups in the Vikings and the Eagles. I mean, and then Stafford is like, whoa, back-to-back divisionals. We know what you're about to do, Padford Stafford. Like, we just know.
He's going to pad his stats.
Yeah, like exactly. Like, we know. So
Yeah.
definitely a very good position.
He pads his stats so much that he ends up winning the game like he did against Chicago. They were losing that game for like the whole game. He's like, you know what?
I
Let me throw
want
for
Matt
200.
Stafford to be great so fucking bad.
I know.
Bro. But I know that it's
Hey,
never gonna
hopefully, maybe he
happen.
goes to Chicago.
Will the Steelers shut down Connor until the playoffs? I could see that. I could see that.
I could really see that because
That makes sense. Sense.
For one, they've been getting McFarland a little more work. So now and then they're going more committee approach. You know what I mean? Like, and Connor, he has pre-existing medical conditions. He beat cancer, so they're going to be extra precautious with him. He's still not off the COVID list. So,
yeah,
you know what's crazy? A lot of these players, what they don't report is how bad their symptoms were, and a lot of these players be like, "Yo, COVID fucked me up."
we're not going to find out until the end of the season when they're pretty much going to fully talk about it. Yeah. Like right now in season, a lot of these guys are
it's a bad look on these organizations that like, wow, they're actually playing, and this is a pandemic.
Exactly. Miles, he said, not our Peacock Miles, the other Miles.
Yeah, the other Miles.
Miles with a Y. He says, clinch the playoffs, but struggling at the flex. Should I pick up T.Y. Hilton or Hollywood, or will Devontae Booker have a bounce back game?
Well, Josh Jacobs probably going to be back.
Josh Jacobs will be back.
Unless he's not practicing as of Wednesday, which is today. I haven't looked it up because I don't have any Josh Jacobs shares. I forgot to put him in the injury.
The Raiders are still fighting.
Yeah.
So because of that, and Bogard, I want to take if you don't mind, I want to take a page right out of your own book. These teams that are still in the hunt. So we're not talking about our Kansas City Chiefs and our Steelers. Packers, and our Steelers. Our teams are still in the hunt. Our Titans, our Browns, our Raiders, so on and so forth. Those guys are going to play their guys.
Even if they're like a little nicked up, they got to go out there and die for this shit. So like,
I know that Jacobs didn't practice today, but we do have 2 more days to where he can. Today, if anything, would be a rest day for Jacobs.
Yeah. This is a question that we could take all the way down to Sunday morning.
Yep, that one's going to come down all the way to Sunday morning.
Even if Josh Jacobs gets in the limited tomorrow and then the limited Friday, they still want to announce whether he's going to go or not. So this definitely is an NFL Rumboyz NFL AM question. We go live 11 o'clock a.m. Eastern.
Now with Ty, you're worrying because what Raiders defense comes out. Sometimes they're good. Sometimes they're flat. If they're good, well, then you worry about Ty because
sometimes they're good. They're only good when they play against the Chiefs.
Good teams.
Apparently.
Yeah, well, the Chiefs.
Because they've emphasized like, oh, we have to make this a rivalry. They probably study the Chiefs more than any other fucking team. That's why they go out there and struggle with the Jets.
Yeah, they fucking struggle against the Jets. Yeah.
Listen, bro, I'm sorry, Raider Nation, and I'm saying this, and I'm gonna sound biased because I can't stand y'all. The Raiders aren't good. It's an illusion.
Yeah.
It's an illusion.
I know. Look, I know this.
Yeah,
you and I both know.
T.Y. Hilton. The only thing that's scary about T.Y. Hilton is Phillip Rivers. Which Rivers is going to show up?
I'm not trusting Hollywood against that Browns defense right now. Those are a bunch of dogs right now.
What?
Those are
a bunch of
dogs. I mean, you're right, not in the secondary, but the secondary doesn't have to worry about doing a goddamn thing because the front line is going to be at your quarterback before they can even get the ball.
You're going to have a safety play spy sometimes, a linebacker play spy. There's going to be times, more often than not, there's going to be single coverage on the outside. And
I'll trust T.Y. more than Hollywood Brown right now.
I would. Actually, you know what? It's hard to trust Hollywood. You're right. I'm going to agree with you because we're splitting hairs here. If we're going to talk about who's more trustworthy, Hilton or
Hollywood,
Brown. Because Marquise Brown, he went off against the Cowboys, and as you should. All the people that say the Steelers defense is good, they're not wrong, but their secondary is not good. You know what I mean? And Hollywood went off against them. But it was McFurley or whatever the fuck his name is.
McSorley, yeah.
McSorley throwing in the ball.
So I mean,
We's in the gym.
I'd probably go Hilton there. If anything,
if what's his face doesn't go though, Josh Jacobs don't go. I think to answer the original question, yeah, Booker's in the bounce back spot here.
you think Booker's in a bounce back spot against the Colts?
No, not on not on skill set or anything like that. I said volume. Because
I know.
Let's be honest. When there was no Josh Jacobs, it wasn't like Booker was a RB1. He's still in flex territory to me at best because of who he is as a talent. He was the ultimate letdown last week against the Jets. Actually, you know what? Don't even fuck with Booker against the Colts.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, don't do that.
Yeah, well, I don't want to. I can't get behind that.
Hollywood has a lot of upside because Andrews and Willie Snead
Andrews
are out.
coming back this week.
Hollywood does not. Hollywood has to hang on to the ball in order for him to have fucking upside. He did good against Dallas.
Where he's supposed to.
It was Dallas.
And it was the late touchdown too. It was the late touchdown.
Right now, I don't think that the Ravens offense has enough time of possession to get enough attempts to Hollywood to make you feel comfortable about starting Hollywood. That Browns defense right now, they're peaking. That Browns team as a whole is peaking. When you can perform football on all three fucking phases of the ball, that's when I begin to start to worry about your opposing team and what they're going to be able to do against you. I feel that the Browns are stupid fucking prepared for the Ravens. I feel that the Browns are
when the Browns played the Ravens, it was week 1. And that was Stefanski like figuring everything out with the team. It was essentially a preseason. Remember we were saying that?
Yeah,
the first 4 weeks was basically, especially the first 3 weeks of the year. It was essentially preseason that counted because that is the first live action that any of these teams had.
And like, I mean, oh my gosh, that running game knows how to fucking play time possession so well on that ass too. Like, I don't think the Ravens get to see
the Browns run defense.
Relevant.
The Browns have a top 10 run defense, and the way you attack their, I think number 28th ranked secondary is obviously through the air. That's why
Lamar's not accurate enough.
Not, dude. Lamar's so bad.
Like, Hollywood has. I feel like Miles. I guess you said you feel like Hollywood has upside if Andrews
that's no doubt.
Snead are out. If Andrews and Snead are out,
Andrews got activated from the COVID list. Today.
Yes, yeah. I was literally just about to say that. So,
but he still might miss this week, to be honest.
So
because he had diabetes.
Yes, right. I get that, but
yeah. So Corona might be hitting.
If Andrews plays, I feel like that actually gives Hollywood more upside because. Now the defense has to key in on Mark Andrews because it's obvious where the fuck the ball is going to go through the air. You know that you're 28. You know that they need to hit a target. You know that Lamar can't hit the right side of a fucking barn unless he has a big body target.
Needs a big body target, yeah.
So who's the big body target? Mark Andrews. You run 12 personnel with Wilson on the other side.
Did you see Des Bryant? He got really upset.
Oh yeah, Des Bryant.
He went on Twitter. He was like, "I'm done. Fuck this shit." He was so mad he couldn't play his former team.
Yeah, Eric, yes, I have denied your claims of you guys having a bad secondary, but that's just me personally, and that's just what I feel. You don't fucking like it, oh well. I like it.
Fan, right?
Yeah, I like.
Their secondary's not good.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. They played good against. What's his name? Terry McLaurin, but then my man Cam Sims.
No, Miles, we're saying don't play Hollywood. We're saying that because Lamar can't hit the right side of a fucking barn, don't get Hollywood.
I like Hollywood here, but who's his other options again? Hilton?
Hilton or Booker. T.Y. going. I would trust T.Y. against the Raiders. I'm going to go
with Hollywood.
I would trust T.Y. against the Raiders more than I would trust Hollywood against the Browns.
You know what though? Here's the thing. I like the fact that I like the Browns. They're on fire right now. I think that they'll be winning this game. I think they'll be the Ravens playing from behind, needing to throw the ball against that weak secondary.
But I think that they'll be needing to throw the ball, but Hollywood's not to catch shit.
Man, dude, they target him. That's the thing, man.
Yeah, but he doesn't catch.
It's not him. It's Lamar. Yeah, Hollywood's had some bad drops, but
He had some really the whole fucking interception that Lamar threw last night was fucking his fault.
yeah.
Like,
I think Lamar threw it too high in a way though. That first interception right to start the game.
I would have caught that. I would have caught it.
I mean, he threw it. He's a smaller receiver. You got to put it right on him. He threw it high and away.
There's
a defender coming down.
Same fucking height, bro. He could have fucking easily caught that.
Marquise is like 5'8".
Okay, I'm taller than him. Yes, you're right. But still, like, bro,
listen, you got to really look at the game script here.
Hollywood Brown.
Do you think the Ravens are going to smack?
Son.
You think the Ravens are going to smack this game?
Do I think the Raiders are going to
Ravens?
The Ravens? Fuck no! I think the Ravens are going to suck, and I think they're going to suck because
I think they'll be
the ball.
No, I think they'll be throwing the ball. I think the Ravens are okay on offense. They're but their deep threat when they need to get back into a game, because I think they will be losing this game. It's Hollywood Brown. T.Y. Hilton is the one I don't trust. I trust him least.
You know me. Once I've been burned, I'm done with you. Like, I'm done. Like once I've been burned, like, I'm done. You know. And Hollywood Brown,
I like Hollywood.
Hollywood Brown, you burnt me through the first 4 weeks of football, and I was done with you. And that trend continued until you actually became fucking relevant last night.
He's been doing this thing the last couple of weeks, and all year. The one thing that's been consistent with him is getting the deep targets. And the other thing that's been consistent was Lamar just missing him or underthrowing him, shit like that.
Not with it. Not with it. He's got to get it together for me. Ladies and gentlemen, this has been our waiver wire. We are going to be getting into our Q&A in about I want to say like 30 minutes, like an hour. So like 45 minutes. 45 minutes. Okay. We'll be on air. I had to do the math really quick. I'm like, it's 45 right now.
Right now. I started drinking and we just started going.
It's 3:45 your time. Yeah, 4:45 my time. So we'll be back on air 5:30 my time. Fucking
not bad. An hour 15 is real compact.
Yeah.
That's why we got to actually throw some of those questions in there. But full Q&A.
Full Q&A.
Shout out to Miles Peacock. He'll be joining us. You know what I mean? He is the wheels of the Rumboyz Fantasy Network.
One of the things that we are going to be doing on the Q&A, we're going to be breaking down some strategies for you guys for your different seedings. There are different thought processes that each seeding is going to have.
Yeah, win, don't lose.
Well, yeah, that's just basic commonality. Yeah. But of course, I know for a fact six seeds are thinking differently than one seeds. You know, I know that.
One seeds don't gotta do shit, but hope their players don't get hurt right now.
Hurt, exactly. But I have some shit for one seeds as well, because you can get too comfortable. I've been the one seed before, and I know how you could come back week 14 and you're like, fuck, what happened to my lineup?
Don't be one and done.
Yeah, you don't want to be a one and done one seed. There's nothing worse than being like one.
Even for all you wild card guys, just
you never want to be one and done. But there's nothing like having a bye and then being one and done.
Or having a bye and watching all your players go off, and then it's hard to repeat that. You're like, fuck, why did they have to go off last week? You know what I mean?
Yeah. Clamp says David Montgomery or Zeke rest of the season.
David Montgomery. Love Monty Burns' schedule. He starts with the Texans in playoffs. Texans number 32 against the run. Don't fuck this up, Montgomery.
I mean, I
got him in my $500 league.
Their season stats should just honestly speak for themselves. Their rankings, personnel groupings, X's and O's, film, everything.
David Montgomery's just been looking good, bro.
Yeah, he's been killing it. He's been working with the homie Footwork King. Big shout out to the Footwork King. Thank you for showing me love on Instagram and Twitter. I'm gonna hit you up, dog, during the off season. See if we can get you on the show, do an interview, talk, because the service that you provide is
awesome.
It's exactly like you're the reason why these guys are good. You know, these
you would say he's putting in the footwork.
This
to
is
get
true.
these guys better.
This is true.
See,
And I love his film breakdowns because he's like me with film breakdowns. Look at this motherfucker right here. Spiller, Texas, A&M. You know, here's what I'm gonna do. Boom, cut down.
he is dope though.
Yeah, he is. So I'm gonna try and see if Bogart and I we can sit down with Footwork King, and really talk during the off season. If COVID permitting, maybe I go and I fly out and I do a workout with them too. So see what's up. Because y'all know I got fucking footwork for days. But yeah, so those are some of the things that you guys can look up. Off season coming up. We will have Jake Throwbridge on Rumboyz After Dark. From drinking and talking fantasy football. Yeah, so yeah, he'll be on. You guys know him. You guys have seen him on multiple other podcasts and seen him throughout the fucking industry, seen him on Twitter and shit. So he'll be on. And yeah, tomorrow I'll be on with E on the mic on his afternoon show. Be sure that you guys check out E on the mic on all Spotify, Apple,
Shout
Google,
out to my little bro Ethan, man.
Anchor, everything like that.
Love that kid.
And then December 16th, I will be on Club Fantasy with our homie Ryan Weiss, writer of the Fantasy Footballers. So we're going to be making our rounds. We're opening up our bookings back up a little bit more, but not like too fucking crazy because we want to make sure we wrap up the season and get all of our information out for you guys. But there are going to be a couple of pieces of content where you guys will be able to catch the Rumboyz in a couple of different places. Tonight, Q&A will be live here in the next 30 minutes, 40 minutes. So make sure you guys tune in, head over there, get your fantasy football questions loaded up. In the meantime, go back, re-watch this episode. If you missed anything in regards to what receivers to pick up, what running backs, what tight ends, our opinions, go back, re-watch this thing and get that information. Take your notes, okay? Fantasy
Eat your Wheaties. Take your vitamins. Say
Fantasy
your prayers.
Fantasy football playoffs, you know, all my guys and girls out there that you ever had to cram for like a hard exam, this is exam time all over again, you know, except this is 3 weeks worth of you taking fucking exams.
Let's
all
go.
Right? Cram, study, don't overthink, don't overstudy, but we're going to be here to help you guys, and we have you scheduled on a perfect schedule to where you can get your studies in, you can get your fantasy football lineup set, taken care of. We're going to help you guys win to the cash. Y'all going to be getting plenty of cash this season and plenty of ass this season when it's time to fucking win these damn championships. Ladies and gentlemen, this has been the Rumboyz Fantasy Network. Make sure that you guys subscribe, like, comment. Cheers to me. Cheers to you, all the Rumboyz and girls. What it do, dilly. I will see all of you in the next 40. Let's get it.
Blah.